Morning YouTubers and YouTuberettes, how y'all doing today? I would like to talk about the Ghostbusters remake, and I know I did 2 reactions of it and I wasn't quite happy of the changes that they made, but I have seen a lot of videos that people are being sexist, the fact that the Ghostbusters are now girls, but I think it's an excellent idea that this time the Ghostbusters are girls. The way I see it, it's an alternate universe. Like, for example, the scene where Egon Spangler says, "I have a radical idea. The door swings both ways. We can reverse the particle flow through the gate. We'll cross the streams." Not necessarily, there's definitely a very slim chance we'll survive. Now, around that point, when they're crossing their streams together, and after the big bang of the proton streams, it brought forth a, like say, ectoplasmic, full torso apparition, sonic wave, or in words, the Big Bang. They made their Big Bang of the multiverse. The multiverse of the Ghostbusters. Now say for example, The Flash, Earth 1 and Earth 2 and Earth 3. In Earth 1, The Flash is The Flash. And in Earth 2, Barry Allen is just Barry Allen, but a complete nerd who's married to Iris West. But in Earth 3, Jay Garrett, also Barry Allen's father, doppelganger. But now, with the Ghostbusters, after they crossed their streams of the proton streams, they created a big bang after they closed Gozo's door and permanently closed it for good and eliminated the Gozo's form of the Mr. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and fried the demon dog Zool and whoever the other dog is, because I don't think they ever named the dog, but there. But after the chain reaction of the proton streams, it just went BANG! The door's closed, the door's destroyed, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is destroyed, everything is completely destroyed from the top of the floor of the Central Park West apartment building. The Central Park West apartment building. Sorry, I ran out of breath there because I'm kind of in the zone here. So after the tower that was created by the architect Ivo Shandor, the building exploded, the top of the building exploded, the doors destroyed of the Central Park West apartment building, that was completely destroyed, and everybody thought that was it. The Ghostbusters sacrificed their lives and the world is saved. But the way I see it, after the big bang of the proton streams, that's when, in my theories, the multiverse was created. Earth 1, the Ghostbusters, they're male. They started on with their lives and they defeated Gozer. But then, after the big bang, big expansion of the multiverse. Then in Earth 2, you have the female Ghostbusters that are starting the exact same way as Earth 1 did, except things are a little bit different. Now for another example, Earth 3. It's not just adult men or adult girls, it's teenage boys and girls who are Ghostbusters. Right, Earth 1, you have the original Ghostbusters. Earth 2, they're females. Then in Earth 3, they're basically kids who haven't hit puberty. But then, if you have an Earth 4, they're just, as Walter Peck said, custom snowball snowball artists, as he says. They actually did what he says. Nerve gas, hallucinations, so they can cause the problem and make money, and then they get arrested for it. And then in Earth 2, they caused the ghost to exist, and they do nothing about it. They make it like they're not the cause. They stop it until one of them finds out or gives up of the charade, and then they all get arrested. Or even in this universe, the Ghostbusters are actually ghosts, and they're betraying their own kind because they're breaking the rules, they're breaking the law of being a ghost until they take the law into their own hands. That's what I see with the Ghostbusters. That's what I really want to think about the Ghostbusters, the female Ghostbusters. And even though I'm not quite happy with the changes that they made, with the proton trap, I'm not happy the way they done it, and I'm not happy with what they did with Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but the way I see it with the female Ghostbusters, that everybody's being sexist about, I know there have been people, I'm seeing thumbnails of YouTube videos of being said, are people being sexist? Well, I'm not being sexist. I think it's an excellent idea. I think of it as an alternate universe where after the proton streams made that chain reaction by exploding of the speed of light, they made a multiverse of Ghostbusters. Well, That's the way I see it, and that's the way where I think it should be possible. Because, I mean, think about it. They made 2 original Ghostbuster movies and the video game. And now, after the first thing, 30 years later, after the Ghostbusters crossed their streams for the first time, and then it created a vibrational frequency that crossed a dimensional pole that made the multiverse. And created a universe where the Ghostbusters are females. That's the way that's the way that people should see it. This is basically another universe where it just splits into multiple male Ghostbusters, and then on Earth 2, female Ghostbusters. I think that's an excellent theory, the way you bring it, because it's been popping in my head like crazy. Even though I am looking forward to seeing the movie, and I'm not looking forward to the changes that they did, but I'm basically seeing it. This is an Earth 2 Ghostbusters film. That's the way I think it. Starts with the Ghostbusters crossing their streams with a chain reaction that causes the Big Bang and create a Ghostbuster multiverse where Ghostbusters are in different styles, different ways. Are they good? Are they evil? Are they dead? Or are they complete Nazis? Or they're preventing the end of the world? They're causing the end of the world. They don't believe in the end of the world. Basically anything. They've created their own multiverse after they crossed the streams and caused a dimensional pull. And caused a multiverse of what the Ghostbusters would be like. Are the Ghostbusters evil? Are the Ghostbusters good? Are they male? Are they female? Are they kids? Are they dead? Are they ghosts? Are they just pure evil? They're just con artists? That's what I like my imagination to bring out. This Ghostbusters, my own way, this is an Earth 2 Ghostbusters. And now I come to think of it, if this is an Earth 2 Ghostbusters, I think this is an Earth 2 Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Instead of him being cute and cuddly and eatable in Earth 1, and then he transforms all evil because he's Gozer. This is where Earth 2 Stay Puft Marshmallow Man comes out of the blue, and he's just a big mean man with a red bow tie, and he's just a badass that just wants to destroy the world, and he shows up with a big burned flaming face. And that's how I see it now. I don't think I'm pissed off anymore, because now I'm seeing it. Instead of me, it's not a remake. It's a multiverse film. The original Ghostbusters crossed the streams, created a chain reaction, a dimensional pull, a big bang, and caused a multiverse for the Ghostbusters. And this is Earth 2, where the Ghostbusters are female. And they're saving the world, they're stopping ghosts, bad guy ghosts, and they're preventing the end of the world. And I don't see it as a remake anymore. It's a multiverse film, a multiverse prequel of the Ghostbusters. Earth 1, they're male, and Earth 2, they're female. It's perfect. If they thought about it in the start, instead of calling it a remake, they call it a multiverse prequel. They're basically sitting there saying, why not, instead of calling it a remake, why don't we think about it that when Egon Spengler said we can cross the streams, and after the door closes, it causes a big bang, and the multiverse begins. A multiverse for the Ghostbusters. Now, I don't know if that sounds crazy, but I'm actually buzzing about it now. It's buzzing, it's incredible. It's not to me, it's not a freaking Ghostbusters remake anymore. It's a Ghostbusters multiverse. And this so-called remake is the living proof that this could be a possibility of an Earth 2 existence. Now, I know some of you may watch this video, and if you might understand what I'm getting at, or you know, or you believe that this could be possible, if the Flash can have a multiverse, if Supergirl have the multiverse, why can't the Ghostbusters? Everybody has a multiverse. Like, Jet Li in The One, he had a multiverse. He killed himself multiple times apart from one. For all we know, I could have a multiverse. I could be a nicer, more attractive guy. I could be rich. I could be a thug. I could be a murderer. I could be a psychopath. I could be a different origin. I could be, I can be me, but I'm being a different origin. I can be either Oriental, African American, Jewish, German. And in my own multiverse, I could be anything. Hell, I could even be a woman. Or even a dog. Or any type of pet. Or I could be a snake in the flippin' Amazon. This sounds perfect now. I don't see this new Ghostbusters as a remake. I see it as a multiverse existence. I think I needed to calm down because I'm seeing everything spinning now because I'm completely excited. A multiverse existence. And this can change the Ghostbusters so-called reboot in a whole new way. This is no longer a remake. It's a multiverse existence. I am ConorArmCEO, and I hope you like my little vlog, because I think I do. So until then, YouTubers and YouTuberettes, and believers of the multiverse, over and out.